Hello everyone. Let us have a demonstration of pivoting and unpivoting under our table transformations or data transformations used in Power Query Editor. So the topic is using pivoting and unpivoting. So firstly, let us know about what is pivoting and unpivoting. They both are the ways of organizing your table, just giving it a different format. Pivoting basically is a longer format where you have more number of rows, and unpivoting is a format where you have more number of columns. So this is a very simple way in which we can understand pivoting and unpivoting. Pivoting is a process of turning row values into column headers. So when you have a row repeating and you want a better summary of it in form of columns, column wise you want to analyze it, you go for pivoting. And if the vice versa is the case where you want to transform your data into a wider format rather than a longer format, from a wider to a longer format, you use unpivoting. So let us have a look. The example, the demonstration is going to clear it in a better manner. So I am in the same AdventureWorks dataset Power BI report view. I'm going to click on Transform tab. If you are already in the Transform tab, no need to go over here. You can start from here itself. Here in this dataset, we have a special table named as unpivoting demo. We are going to import that because doing it over here will require some thought, and I leave it up to you for your own evaluation, that you find out that where it will be better to do pivoting or unpivoting. It's not necessary to do, but wherever you want to observe the data in a longer format or in a wider format, or suppose your reporting needs require it to be filtered according to a particular value, then you may decide it to, maybe there are multiple regions, and instead of having different regions in different columns, you want them in a single column so that you can filter it when you are showing the visuals. So for all such purposes, you have to use pivoting and unpivoting. So let us go ahead and call our new source. So our source is text CSV, and I'm going to connect to the unpivot demo. So here you see this is the file, category sales unpivot demo. So I click OK, and here's the table. Yeah. So you can see it's a long table, and yes. All right. So this is a long table. Here you can see corresponding to various regions, there are different columns. So this is North region, sales of various things, Central region and South region. Now suppose your reporting requirement is such that you want to analyze the region wise sales for different product category. So if I cannot apply the filter if the regions are present in different columns. If the regions were in the same column, we can apply the filter, either visual filter, all the filters from the filter panel. So let us go ahead and check out how we can do the filter. So I'm going to select these three columns. So select them using the control key, select the north column, keep pressing the control key and select the other two columns. Now we go to the transform tab, and here you see that the option unpivot columns. Okay, under unpivot columns, it gives you three options. Either you want to unpivot the columns that you have selected, unpivot the columns option directly it gives you, and unpivot the other columns. So suppose in your table there are more number of columns and you want to unpivot it for a larger group, then the second option will be better to use. So here simply I have selected this and I'm going to click on unpivot columns. So here you will see that my table is now become more, a longer one rather than a wider one, and an attribute column is generated with all the regions within it. So instead of all the region occupying each of the columns, they are now made into the rows. Here I can rename these rows to make it more meaningful. So I will rename it, remove I'll rename it as region, and instead of the value I'll say order quantity. I can simply double click and rename as well. Okay, so this is a simple demo of unpivoting. Why it is unpivoting? Because we have converted the table from a wider format to a longer format. So yeah, so this is first demonstration. Let me simply unpivot it. So I can also unpivot it, I can pivot it as well. So click on pivot column, So as you click on pivot column, you will see that region column will be pivoted, and here, no. So I can unpivot column, and on what basis do you want to unpivot? I want to unpivot based on region. So as you click OK, you will be, just a second, it is unpivoting according to values. Column value should be order quantity, and I click OK. So you will see that it is broken down into regions. So whatever column you want to unpivot, select that, and under that column what values you want to appear, you have to select that. Okay, so it is again pivoted. So this is a demonstration of pivoting and unpivoting. This concept sounds quite close to the transpose thing that you might have seen in Excel and all. So transpose basically is, you can say that it is a dumb way of transforming a table, where you are simply taking all the rows and you're converting it into columns. So it's not grouping anything. Like over here, you can see how Power BI intelligently grouped these three things, made them into row values, and vice versa also it did, where it selected all the row values and converted them into columns. But if I do the transpose of this table, okay, so suppose if I select this table and I simply click on the transpose operation. So when I transpose this particular thing, so you will see that none intelligent transformation is being done. Okay, corresponding to each of the date, see for 7/1/2022, four things are created which are necessary by clothing component. Again for 7/2. So it could have either grouped the date, or it could have either grouped by the kind of the product or something, but it didn't do any of these. But yeah, so this transpose is sometimes required when you want to see the values in a transposed manner, the rows to be converted into column and vice versa. But pivoting and unpivoting is an intelligent transpose, I would say, which converts a table for a better comparison, for a better summarization, and for a better understanding and visualization. So yeah, so this is about the pivoting and unpivoting.